You know what time it is. Of course, it's lion time. Yes, the rumors, all the stories that I'm hearing, it's coming out faster and faster now because we're approaching some big reveals. We're going to be talking about those big reveals. We're going to be talking about the big rumors, some all mad stuff that I'm hearing about. Of course, these are rumors. Rumors are rumors. If you want to believe the rumors, then believe them. Just because I believe them doesn't mean that you have to believe them, but please take them for what they are. Rumors are rumors. They are not facts. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now let's start with the Lion L. Johnson model, and I'm excited to talk about this because there's been more sightings through the whispers of the warp and this information that I've been given. Of course, I've been wanting to speak about this for a while. The reason why we're getting a lot of information is the Lion is probably going to be revealed next month at Adepticon. I'm going to talk about that just later on in the video because there's more to talk about, but I think it's going to be revealed sooner rather than later. Anyway, let's jump on to some new information about the model itself. So apparently it's going to have multiple head options, which at this point you could probably say, well, you know, that's a given. But I'm hearing there's going to be 4 head options for the Lion. One is going to be, of course, a full helmet. So that is good because I've always said primarch should have helmets. One is a bare face, again, which is a given. One is going to be like a cloaked version of the Lion, which does make sense because then that applies to the Dark Angels and their chapter having, you know, hoods, cloaks and stuff, kind of, you know, a watcher, maybe like a big old Primarch watcher kind of thing. I'm thinking maybe the 4th head is going to be like the semi face slash, you know, armored heads kind of thing, you know, when they put like the visor up. Well, I think the Indomitus Captain had something like that. Maybe that's what it's going to be based on, something along that lines. But the big thing for me is the weapon loadout, which I'm hearing about. Again, if this rumor does turn out to be true, I'm absolutely loving this. So the sword is a given for the Lion. We've all heard about the sword. I've heard about the sword for the Lion, but it's the other piece of kit. Actually, let's just stay on the sword for a second, because there's one thing that you've been asking me. Is it the Lion sword? And at this moment in time, I literally don't know. I know in the lore, and of course on model format, Cypher does have the Lion sword. Is he going to give that back to Lion? It's your guess, it's my guess. I'm probably going to say no, because in terms of the model itself, that is a big part of the Cypher model. I think the Lion is probably going to have a brand new sword forged by something else. I'm probably going to say the Watchers or something in terms of lore give him like maybe a chaos killing sword, just like Gilliman's can. It's like the Emperor's sword kind of thing, but it's just made by the Watchers, because the Watchers are just these other type of weird beings which chaos actually do fear. Now, in terms of the other piece of kit I've heard on the Lion, it's going to be a shield. Now, if this does turn out to be true, I think that is one of the most badass options to give the Lion, because that's what the Lion is. He's the Primarch of the Dark Angels who are inspired by, like, medieval knights and stuff like that. That's what they were based on during 30k. So to have the Lion, potentially with a sword and shield, charging down enemies, cleaving them in two, shield bashing people in the face, that, for me, is a absolute top-tier badass model. Now, let's move on to the lore side of things, and this very much interests me. So I am hearing that the Lion has already returned. In the lore, he's already returned. And this goes back to the theory I did a couple of weeks ago, months ago, or something like that, where I said the Lion is not on the rock. It makes no sense for him to be on like Vashtor is going to invade the rock in book 3, and we're about to get a big box set of it. I think, you know, he's going to go in there, the Lion's chamber is going to be revealed, and it's going to be empty, and it's going to be like a big dun 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 mode, like, whoa my god, where is the Lion? We thought the Lion's been on the rock this whole bloody time, but it turns out that he's not on the rock. And this is now what I'm hearing through the whispers, is that the Lion's has been returned for a while now, and he's been doing things in secret with the aid of the Watchers. Again, the Watchers are this mysterious race beings, whatever you want to call them. They have this weird power. They could probably teleport the Lion around the galaxy. There has been hints in some of the Arcs of Omen books. We had like this arc where it was completely killed. Dante stumbled upon it. There was like power cuts, there was bolters and stuff like that, that has been, you know, killed all the Space Marines. So it does make sense that they're kind of dangling some bait there in front of us. I have another personal theory on how he did return, and he's been doing these secret things. I should get my tinfoil for this, but do you remember back in 8th edition when the Rock was first invaded, when the Great Rift happened, and it got invaded by, I think it was a demon army, and Luther was set free? What if, when the Rock was being invaded, the Watchers shook the Lion, you know, woke him up, and then the Lion was the one who then set Luther free with the aid of the Watchers, and he's gave him a task now of redemption, saying, if you want to be forgiven, kind of thing, if you want my forgiveness, then you have to go out and you have to do my bidding, maybe to gather the fallen, to track down the fallen, to track down the enemies, and then alert me, and then I will come and I will get rid of them. I think that could be the potential big thing going forward with the Lion, the Dark Angels, and all the lore. But again, that is just my theory. So the reason why I'm making this video, and I'm going to be making a lot more videos within the next coming days, weeks, and stuff like that, is because we're now gearing up to some massive, massive reveals, and there's more whispers being bounced around in the warp. Of course, if you haven't been following the news, you're probably not aware of this, but next month, the 4th and 5th of March, if I'm not mistaken, is the open day at Warhammer World, and they've just announced that they're going to be showing off new models there. Now, I personally don't think it is going to be the Lion at Warhammer Open Day. It'd be a big thing if they did. I think it's going to be the Snickrock model, it's going to be the new Farsight model, and potential box sets that they've been rumored to be in, you know, Bordering Patrol box sets, maybe some AOS stuff, maybe some Horus Heresy stuff, maybe something on the lines of that. But I think the really big reveal show is going to be happening at the end of March with Adepticon. Adepticon reveal show is happening on the 22nd of March, if I'm not mistaken. I checked the listing over on the Adepticon website, and I think it's going to be on a Tuesday. So Tuesday the 22nd of March. So we're going to have a Warhammer preview show there, and I think this is where they're going to show off some of the bigger things now. Let's get the Snickrot and Farsight out before that, because we know they're coming. We saw the silhouettes on the video about that, and now it's time for big reveals like Dante. Dante, of course, is a huge, huge reveal yet to happen. Dante's been floating around in the Rumourverse now for quite a long time. He was given to me by the Whispers of the Warp, with the Farsight, with the Lion, with the Azrael model, etc., etc. But we've yet to see him, and we've still got 2 more Arc books to have their, Arc of Omen books to have their titles revealed. Apparently, the next one is going to be called Farsight, which makes sense because we get the new Farsight model, and the 5th one is rumored to be called Lion, which of course will then end the Arcs of Omen series. But I think at Adepticon we will have the potential of seeing the Lion for the first time. I think this is going to be the main tease of the Lion. If I cast my mind back, again, all the way back to 8th edition, I think they did the same thing with Mortarion, where they shown off the Death Guard, and right at the end, they shown off like a little bit of a scythe, like a huge scythe, and everyone's going, oh my god, they're bringing Mortarion back. You know, the rumors are true. Maybe we're going to get something like that, because we are rumored to get a new set of models called the Lion's Guard, for Lionel Johnson as well, who's going to be returning at the same time. Don't forget, after March is April, and at the end of April is Warhammer Fest, and the prediction for Warhammer Fest is going to be 10th edition revealed. You know, probably brand new big CGI trailer, everything like that. It's going to be absolutely insane. So having the Lion and 10th edition announced at the same event, I think could be 2 big fish fighting for the water in a pot. So maybe they want to show off the Lion at Adepticon and then have Warhammer Fest, you know, the big reveal for 10th edition. That's the way I see it anyway. Right. That is enough waffling for me as always. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, please let me know. What do you think about the potential lore of the Lion? Lion? Why are you always lying? What do you think about the Lion potentially already being returned and doing things in secret? What do you think about the shield and sword option? If that does, I really hope that rumor does turn out to be true, because I would love to see the Lion with a shield, and of course all the head options and stuff like that. Post it down below. We'll have a nice little talk down there as we always do. See you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye.